Hey Dan, so today we're going to be going over the delta dead thumb stuff that we were going over in our last lesson. This stuff is really cool, 12 bar, and we don't even need a pick for today. So we're going to be dealing with the key of E, and I'm going to show you or recap actually what we did in our lesson today. Well, not today, this week. And so the first chord we do is an E major, and it's kind of E7-esque the way we're going to play it. We have our thumb on our low E, and we have our index and middle finger hooked in on our G and D string. And so we're going to be hitting the low E between every one of these, but at the same time we're going to be keeping this rhythm going. So now this is A7. So here I just moved the string sets up a string. So my thumb went to A, my index finger went to G, and my middle finger went to B. And I was holding down the second fret on my G and B string. And I hit those together, and I let those ring out. Now this is a new A7 shape for us. It's where we bar with our index finger the A major, like the A major open chord that we already know, and then we add our third fret, high E, which is a G. And we can either use our middle finger or our ring finger. Either way, we can stretch appropriately, but a better way to start might be to actually use your middle finger for this. So these are left free to play about here. Now, when we come up to the A, we're going to play the last two beats of the E chord in the 4 bars previous on our G. So this would be the last measure of E. And I'm still keeping this pulse. Now, these chords that I do here are right out of the E minor pentatonic scale with just one more color added to it, which is a 9. But essentially, we're coming from the E up, from the A7, and then you're gonna take off. You're gonna take off that G, and you're gonna lower it to an F sharp. And what your right hand's gonna be doing is moving from the G and B string to the B and E string. And you want to be hooking the the second fret on your B string, and third and second fret on your E string. And then you can actually let go of the E string and play open E, so you're actually creating a minor third there. So open E and second fret B string. So all together, third fret E, second fret B, second fret both, open E, second fret B. And then we can go back down to the E7. And all I'm doing there is I'm really just hammering on. So it looks like an E minor actually. And then you hammer on your first finger on the first fret G string. And then we move up to a sus, and that's using our ring finger on top of that E major shape. So you're moving your G string note from the first fret with your first finger to the second fret with your ring finger. And make sure to hammer on each time you approach that major third. It'll give it that good old bluesy sound. this chord is our new B7. It's the last chord in the 12 bar, and we have our middle finger on our 2nd fret, A string. We have our index finger on our 1st fret D, a ring finger and on our 2nd fret G string, and our pinky on our 2nd fret B string. Sorry, E string. Pinky is on 2nd fret E string. And we can use this open B because the chord is a B. So remember that's always an option. And when if we wanted to move this chord to a different key, we can still use the open B if the in A. Because now B acts as a 9, and we want that on that 7. Also, we can use it in our G7. So if we're playing in C, now the B is the 5th, and sorry, now the B is the 3rd, which is an essential part of the G7 chord. Cool. So back to what we were just doing. Now to recap this for a second, when you go to the A, make sure to approach that on the and of 4 right before that next measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. Okay? And when you come out of it, you can actually do open B and E as well as the 3rd. It's a different sound. This is with our 2nd fret on our B string held down. And this is with both open at the end. And this would work better if we're going back to the E7, because we have those notes available to us. They're part of the E chord, so and you can let them ring out too. And for all those fills in there, we're using the 1st position of our E minor pentatonic. And another cool thing that we can do is which is we're going to be bending, you know, that kind of half bend, almost drunk kind of bend on the 3rd fret, and then without finishing the bend, we're going to be hitting our E octave, which is 2nd fret D string. So, this is the intro to the Delta stuff. We're going to go a lot more into it next week. I hope this helps you, though, in your practice throughout this week. And if there are any questions, you can message me or email me at matissemusic@gmail.com. And I hope this helps you and anyone else who comes upon this video. So take care, and talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.